Welcome our honorable members of UN SACCO and by and large investors as well to the next GONG project that we have for Wanamataifa Investment Company Limited, which is your own subsidiary. We want to tell you that it's an exciting project that is 3 kilometers from Gong town and actually 35 kilometers from UN complex. It's served by amenities. One is a road under tarmacking right now. And secondly, there are other amenities around there, including power lines and water provisioning. It's also served with nearby international schools and recreation facilities, of course, being around Gong area. We also want to welcome you to our next visit on site and possibly in the coming conversations, let's grow Wanamataifa together by and large UN SACCO. Thank you.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, members, depending on where you are. My name is David Comey. I want to welcome each one of you in this meeting. I want to check if CEO is Rende and our chair, McKenna, just to start us off.
Comey, thank you.
Thank you. Welcome, the CEO, Madam Esther.
We can officially start because I can see we have quite a number of people who have joined and we need to keep time. We have at least, I can see the numbers are increasing. We are 69. So we'll start off the meeting. Welcome everyone to the second webinar today. We are talking matters Wanamataifa. And we have partners who would want to partner with us, whom we've invited this evening to speak to us. They did a presentation during the earlier webinar of a lunch hour, and they're going to do the presentation again today because in the evening, because we do appreciate that because of the different locations where we are, we have timing differences, and it is only fair that we bring everyone on board. To those who have just joined, welcome to the webinar. Now, I'd like to invite our chair, Director McKenna, to recognize the rest of the board members who are present, and at the same time, invite for us the guests who are making the presentations for us tonight. Welcome, Director McKenna.
Asante sana, thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from where we are connecting from. Welcome UN SACCO members and investors willing to walk this journey of Wanamataifa and grow together, matters ownership of homes and properties. And I want to introduce and welcome directors by and large of Wanamataifa who are connected, including the supervisory committee, to just put on their cameras and quickly say hello.
Hi, my name is Monica Move. I'm a director with the UN SACCO and also a director with Wanamataifa. I would like to welcome you all. Back to you, Chair. Thank you.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, members. Alwodi Stanley is my name, a director at the UN SACCO and also double up as a director at Wanamataifa. Thank you, and back to you, Chair.
Hello, honorable members. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. We sincerely appreciate you. My name is Director James Ouka, the Vice Chair, UN SACCO Board, and also Director in Wanamataifa. Thank you.
Okay. We had a few others during lunch hour, and just to say that Wanamataifa is a subsidiary of UN SACCO, as most of us may know. It is that arm of the institution that help us to do investments. Wanamataifa is a word for people of all nations that belong together. People, or rather, it just gives that sense of belonging. And one is that as Wanamataifa, we have today invited different partners and they'll present to us their value propositions in terms of owning property, building homes, owning homes. And I will just proceed and request King's developers, if they're in the room, to just start us off. And after King's developers, we shall have Remax. And then after Remax, we shall have Papaya Real Estate and then Blue Acorn. Towards the end, you will allow me 3 minutes to quickly just touch base on the Gong project that is being run by Wanamataifa, quote, through UN SACCO. Thank you. We can request the next, maybe Remax to start us off.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening all. Yeah, so just to kick us off, my name is James Muratha from Remax. I represent Grove Africa Limited, and I'm the chief executive of Remax and the developer of Walnut Grove, which we'll be discussing shortly. Again, mine is to thank the board and the management for giving us the opportunity to present the opportunity to the members of the UN SACCO. And we hope that you will find these productive and fruitful. So just to start us off, we are going to share the presentation and just walk through Walnut Grove. So Walnut Grove is an estate based in out of Kitengela. Of course, Kitengela in Kajiado County. Kitengela is one of the fastest growing suburbs of Nairobi, and it actually houses many people that work within the city, within Nairobi city. So it's an estate of 76 units, masonettes, and a pretty modern facility. So basically, the estate is a 4-bedroom. These are 4-bedroom masonettes, suitable for families and young families in a very secure neighborhood within Kitengela town. And I would encourage those that are able to just pay a visit and just go and see the facility. But the estate is under development as we speak, but we've got units that are ready, and the show house is ready. Yeah, so again, as I mentioned, it's a family-oriented community, very good space for kids, good courtyards, great neighborhood for sustainable living. When we talk about sustainable living, each house has a solar power backup system, such that if there's a power blackout, you can still continue to work. You can do your stuff for even 8-12 hours comfortably if you're working from home or if the kids are doing their homework. That solar power backup is provided, and is also a solar water heater for each house, as well a borehole and a biodigester. So with the biodigester, all the water that's used in the house goes back to the biodigester, cleaned up to very good standards, and that water is the one that's used to reticulate the environment and water the lawns. So it's something we've done before, and it works out very, very, very well. So again, that's a site plan. So these are 76 units. On the far, I think on your right, that's the entrance, and you can see the wide roads, very well done in terms of the environment. If people want to walk around, kids biking around, and the playgrounds in the middle there, you can see the playground, the green areas there. That's how the entire estate is going to look like. And if you see where where the casa is, these are some of the parking spaces for the estate. Very ample parking. Each house has its own parking, and more than enough visitors parking in the community. Yeah. So in terms of features, the house is 1,540 square feet, about almost 150 square meters, and It's a 4-bedroom house, 1 bedroom downstairs and 3 bedrooms upstairs, 3 bathrooms, 2 en suite. In terms of security, again, the space is CCTV enabled, internet ready for those that want to work from, from home, and then for kids and their homework. So very good connectivity. Again, there'll be a perimeter wall all around. Again, I've talked about the solar. Again, these also should also help in bringing down the cost of power. Again, water more than enough for the entire estate. Yeah, so I won't belabor the point here. Again, family friendly, and again, for investors. So this slide now is for investors, because sometimes it's not everyone that will be living in the compound, in the neighborhood. Walnut Grove is on a road called Church Road, just after Namanga town, just past Yukos. For those that know Kitengela, what used to be formerly Yukos, now Total, or next to just after OBC Mall. The estate is 300 meters from the main road, from the main Nairobi Namanga Road. And again, you've got access to everything. All the banks are there, your shopping centers are there, Kitengela Mall, OBC Mall, several other malls, good schools, both local curriculum and international curriculum. You've got health facilities, Aga Khan Hospital, and some of the other big hospitals also within Kitengela town. In terms of connectivity, again, you've got access to the expressway, you've got access to the SGR train stations. In fact, most people that live around, even in our previous estate called Almond Grove, many of them actually work some that work in Gigiri, in Westlands, some work in Upper Hill, and they commute every day comfortably. So the connectivity is quite strong. And for those that are looking at this as an investment as well, it's a facility also that will give you some good returns. Rental incomes around here range from between, for 4-bedroom houses, between 60 and 90,000 shillings a month. Yeah, so in terms of an investment, of course, at the current price that I'll mention, that the members will be coming in at, is also strong upside from a capital gains perspective, but also from a regular income, from a rental income perspective, very good income. But also we find there's a strong market for families that are looking to rent in these kinds of places, in this kind of neighborhood, because there are not many gated communities with all these amenities. So there's always, like in our previous estates, also there is always a queue of people that are looking to come in. So I say that for those that may consider this as an investment opportunity. So we also thought, just to give a comparative analysis, just to give a sense of what's happening around. For Walnut Grove Estate at the top there, we offer the members at 9.55 million for the 4-bedroom. Now, similar other 4-bedroom villas around there, and you can also just do your own homework, and just to confirm, others are in the range of between 15 million to 18 million shillings, just to give a sense of what is happening around there. There's not too many of such 4-bedroom units in Kitengela. So what is the offer for UN SACCO members? Number one, we're seeing your deposits are secure. So all the deposits that you put down will go into an escrow account, or you only have to put 20% down, and the balance will be payable upon completion. So once you get the completion certificate and the sectional title, which the SACCO will charge, then at that point, that's when you pay the remaining 80%. And the timeline is from the time you make your commitment within 12 months, or as soon as you get your unit. And again, it's an offer of 9.55. The current market price is 9.95. So there's a discount of 400,000 shillings, but also valid until 31st of March. I'm sure you've all seen how volatile prices have been, and we expect these prices to keep escalating. So in a nutshell, that is that's Walnut Grove, and we'll be happy to take questions later.
Thank you, James. Thank you, James. I've seen a member who is saying that he didn't see slide 2, 3, 4. Please, can you quickly run do that when they were static? Just go back a little bit, 2, 3, 4, 5, and ensure that they are seen. Yes.
Okay, yeah. So for slide 2, yeah, we say that it's an estate of 76 units. Again, it's a very modern architectural design. Just made sure that it's an affordable home, but very well done. And I'm sure if you come to visit the show house, you'll be able to see that for yourself. But again, the whole theme is a family-oriented community, where we call it actually creating caring communities. So again, a place where for children, if you have kids, you'll be comfortable if you let them out, to go to play, and you don't have to worry about their safety, and generally the safety of the entire neighborhood. Again, talk about sustainable living. That is very key for us, where we try to be as green as possible. We made sure that each house has a solar power backup system, so that if there is no power from Kenya Power, sometimes you get blackouts, and those blackouts can be quite extended, that you have power that can last you for 8 to 12 hours, running all your normal utilities, whether it's your laptops, your television, your just the normal lights and those kinds of things. And there's a biodigester as well, where the water is reticulated, the water goes into the biodigester from the houses, cleaned to legal standards, even better. And that water is what is used to water the entire neighborhood and just keep it green. Yeah, so there's very little wastage. Yeah, maybe just again to go to the site plan. This is a site plan for the development. Again, the 76 units. We've tried to be as efficient with space as possible, making sure that each house has enough space, not excess, not too little. Again, with the goal of making it affordable and functional. I think the word is functionality. Yeah. And also with enough green spaces, like you can see in the middle there, space for the borehole, spaces for the biodigester, ample parking for each house and for guests, and a place that people can just be comfortable just walking around and running around, and just do their normal workout, if I may call, and just for kids also to be comfortable. Wide roads, yeah. And then very quickly there, the features of the house, like the kitchens are modern kitchens. The finishings are quite, modern finishings, quite well done and well thought out interior designs. But of course, now if someone comes in and they want some modification here and there as you build, we are happy to accommodate those kinds of requests at this point. Yeah, so I can see it. Yeah. I think you can see the the playground there. That's for the kids. Yeah, so quite a family-friendly environment. Yeah, thank you, David.
Okay, thank you. I think you'll take questions later on. Just hang on as we invite the others. Dennis from King's Developer, Yulende.
Hi, David. Good evening, members. I'm ready. I can do my presentation.
Yes, take on and share your screen, please.
So my name is Dennis. I represent King's Developers. Basically, we've been in the real estate space for about 25 years, doing commercial and residential, and we are really honored to be part of the partnership for this, for the Wanamataifa DT. For today, we just have 5 active sites that we are doing. From the first slide, David, you can move to number 1. That is our part of our affordable housing program. The project is called the King's Boma. It's located in Ruiru town. We only have 2-bedroom units available, selling at about 3.72. And the ones who were in the earlier meeting, I mentioned that we do have discounts for members, and it's negotiated on a case-to-case basis, which will be shared between the member and the board as we engage further. These units will be ready in December of this year. They are actually ongoing and it should be done by the end of this year. And then number 2, we have a project in Thika. This one we started last year. We look at completing in July of next year. This one is also part of affordable housing partnership between Kings and the government of Kenya. This one has about 900 units, and we have units all the way from studios, 1, 2, and 3 bedroom units. At the moment, in terms of availability, we just have 2 and 3 bedroom units, and unless you make an inquiry and find a cancellation, the smaller units are actually out of stock. Yes, now the King's Vintage is purely private, owned by King's developers, located on Gong Road. This one is all 2 bedroom units, selling at about 9.5. Construction work is ongoing. We look to complete this year in July, probably hand over late August, early November. And again, this is fully privately owned. So negotiation for this one is rather higher than the government-controlled 2 projects, because the pricing for the 2, the best we can do is government-controlled. But from this project and the other 2 coming up, the negotiation can be done at a higher level, depending on what the payment plan we agree on between us and you as the members. And the 4th one, please. Yes, this is the King's Courtyard in Kilimani. This we started last year. We have about 1 more year to do construction. We look at completing in July, handing over most probably after 2 months after that. We only have 3 bedroom units available, selling at 19.5 each. Again, highly negotiable, as it's purely owned by Kings, and this is quite a state-of-the-art building, just near State House, behind DOD, with very good returns on investment, especially for someone looking to invest and probably just live around the city center. And after that, we can move to the 5th and last. This is the King's Apollo in Kileleshwa. This is our most lucrative product in the market currently. We are selling as a fully furnished unit. I think I remember the board visited this project and they saw the show house. It's now almost complete. We're looking at handing over in August. The 3 bedrooms plus SQ selling at 30 million. Room for negotiation is a bit tight now, as units are really off the shelf. I think we just have about 4 units available to complete selling. But generally, the split for us Kings is between the affordable housing and the mid and high end. Affordable being partnership between government and ourselves, and high end just being fully owned by Kings. And in terms of pricing, I know the products owned by Kings are much more higher negotiated than the ones controlled by government in terms of pricing. So in a nutshell, those are the 5 active projects we have. We have a few more coming up this year, about 3, which we probably will engage with members and share with the board as we roll out. And I think I will mention at this point that it's actually better to join when we are rolling out, because we'll give you a better payment plan about 3 years, 36 months, which is usually our turnaround time from project start to handover. And in a summary, I think we can engage more at the end with questions, and probably visit our website and give us a call, and we'll engage one-on-one better. Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis, for that presentation. I'm hoping that we have the remaining 2 ready now, because to manage time. Can we have James Karanja from Tajero Residency?
Thank you so much, David. All right, so my name is James Karanja. I represent the Tajero Residency. The developer is called Papaya Real Estate Limited. Tajero Residency is a complete development. It's a block of apartments of 48 apartments. 42 apartments in total, both 2 and 3 bedrooms, which are all complete. We have everything ready. There are already people who are residents right now. It's an 8-story building, like I've said, 42 apartments. It's along Getaduro Road, which is in Kabete constituency. Getaduro Road is the road connecting Wangige from the Western Bypass all the way to Kitusuru, touching the Lower Kabete at a place called, there's a hotel called Zen Garden. So the building, as you have just seen from this first slide, is a complete building, has nice views from the rooftop. We are just down the slopes from Lemuru, so it is very possible to see far. You can see Aberdare Ridges from the rooftop. You can see Gong Hills on the other side. With 42 apartments, an 8-story building with 42 apartments, 2 and 3 bedrooms. I said my name is James Karanja. I represent the developer called Papaya Real Estate Limited, and the developed is a Tajelo residency. That's what we call it. All the units are ready, and for those which are already bought, I would say almost 75% is already bought, and we have residents living in the building. Right now we have 12 units remaining. Those are the ones available, and there are the only two bedrooms that are remaining. But I can speak about what we have allowed it. Since we are just below the Lemuru, because Getaduro Road is just next to Wangige, and 1 kilometer to Kitusuru. So you can be able to see Gong Hills from the rooftops. You can be able to see part of Machakos, from seeing the views of Westlands town, and then Machakos Hills. On the other side, there is Kilimabogo and part of Thika and the Aberdare Ridges. So it offers very nice views, actually, from the gym, from the rooftop. We have a chill spot up there that we have even free internet and all those other things. But I'll speak about the amenities in a minute. So the house is, the building is very accessible. We are next to the road, main road, that is Getaduro Road. So you can, from town, you can use Kitusuru Road. From the sides of UN, you can use Lemuru Road. From the other side, if you are coming from Kikuyu or from Loaka, you can use the Western Bypass. You can use Lower Kabete and the Route 119. So it's very accessible. We have also mapped it. So if you just type Tajel Residency on Google Map, you can, either through our website or through the Google Map, you can be able to access the building very easily. We are also surrounded by very nice places, schools allowed, like in Akirawa Road School, International School, the Foresight Academy, and so many others, especially those in Lower Kabete, others on Peponi Road. And it is, all of them will be a 10, 15 minutes max drive. So, and we have so many school buses also en route that place. So it's very easy for families to stay there and have their children go to, reputable schools. Also, the accessibility of Village Market, Two Rivers, Wangige Market for fresh things is also just next to us. And so people living there, it's a home, it's a family place, and one would live very comfortably. Now, the amenities we have that people enjoy today is we have a power backup, a very good generator, 150 kVA, which serves also the unit inside. So there is no power interruptions. But of late, we have also installed our own transformer, which means there is lower dependency on the generator. The house has 2 speed lifts, so for accessibility. And then to reduce the our reliance on electricity, we have put solar water heaters at 200 liters per unit. So it is not communal, it's not shared. And also at the rooftop, we have what we call a furnished chill spot. That's a place with a TV, with a dirt, also furnished, where you can do a co-working space with the washrooms and all those things. People can do parties from there. There is also a developed kids play area in that space. So it's a place that really offers a family-friendly place to rest, family-friendly place to just meet and chill. In the evening, you enjoy the sunset, people taking their coffee there. It's a very nice place, and I really encourage people to visit and see what we have. We do also have a common washing area, a very big space where people just wash water. We have free water there, and also offers a lot of hanging lines for everybody, though each unit has its own washing area, a lobby area, balcony for that. But there is also that, and we encourage people to do that because it also offers some employment, the so-called mamavua. I see so many of them these days, getting 300, 500 shillings per house per day, which is also a good thing. We encourage our neighbors to be employees. Other amenities that we have is that we have installed fiber optic Safaricom, but we have also put Starlink for the chill spot, so that those who are working from home and they are using the rooftop to work from there, They can use high-speed internet. Every unit has an intercom telephone, which you can use to call someone if maybe your spouse is in the gym. You can call the office if you need any management assistance. You can call the gate, or the gate can call you in case someone is visiting you, because it is not easy to access the house if you are not a resident, since we have the accessibility is through cards or fingerprints. And then also the other things we have done is, to make the house more quality, is that we have used all our doors are mahogany, that is solid timber. They are security doors. Our windows are, soundproof. They are double glazed. It's a 5mm window. And when you come and see the great finishes, and I'll be able to show you maybe 2 or 3 photos at the end of this presentation, the finishes are good. The units that we have available right now are 2-bedroom units. 118 square meters is the biggest, with an open plan kitchen, guest washroom, master is en suite. I know here I've written 11 units available, but right now we only have 3 for 113 square meters, similar quality, similar typology, and I only have 1. And then for the 9.5, which is the smallest unit we have, and the main difference is that it has a closed plan kitchen, we only have 8 remaining, so they are not 10. So we have, we are doing a partnership with the UN SACCO through Wanamataifa. And so we have offered all the, SACCO members, those who come to buy, 200,000 discount. So they can visit the site. You can call us through our numbers there. You can send us an email through either, the 2 emails there. I know David can share this with the members so they can be able to reach us. This is how the unit look inside. Do they have natural lighting? The space is very good. You can, the finishes are good. You can see the doors, as I was telling you. We have those sliding door, to the balconies, very wide balconies, which many people have actually converted them into offices again. Very good, lighting fixtures. So it's a very nice place to be in. I really encourage people, those who are here, those who are not here, those who are out of the country, you can have a family or a friend, a relative or a friend to come and take photos for you. You can also call us. We can do a Zoom, in a way we are able to take even videos for you. You see what we are offering you there. So it is, we really believe probably by the end of April, we'll have finished selling this. We'll be starting another project soon. Our idea is to sell a finished product, where you have all the paperwork prepared. Right now we have the, NEMA certificate, NCA certificate, occupation certificate, and everything available. Or even doing mortgage is easy. Whether you are doing cash is easy. It's a place you can pay today and get your house tomorrow. And because of the paperwork being a lady, we have also ensured that the period from when you start, even when you're doing a mortgage, within 1 to 1.5 months, it's possible to have completed the process and charge the titles and come and live in your house. So thank you so much, and thank you for listening to me.
Thank you for that presentation. Let me now invite Blue Icon. Please also, all presenters, there are questions on the chat. For those that you can answer even before we get there, feel free to engage. Blue Icon, please.
Okay. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. My name is Andrew Murega, Architect Andrew Murega. I am representing Blue Icon Limited. So allow me to share my screen. And then I think we can just begin the PowerPoint presentation. Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so basi. So this is the presentation by Blue Icon Limited. We'll have the houses that we'll be developing at 17 Red Hill Estate. This is along Limuru Road, just opposite Tilisi. So this is the unit that we are proposing now to develop. We have just finished the infrastructure, all the roads. So we'll just go through now the presentation. So the location, the estate is just opposite Tilisi Developments, which is an up and coming city that is coming up along at the intersection of Limuru Road and Wayaki Way. It's actually very, very well developed. So we're just next to it. Of course, now we'll be well connected to this area. There's factories, there's clubhouses, and there are quite a number of other facilities within the estate. We are only, despite being in Limuru, we are only 28 kilometers from the Nairobi CBD and 20 kilometers from the UN complex, which is approximately a 20 to 30-minute drive. So that makes it easily accessible while offering a retreat into nature. That road actually doesn't have a lot of traffic, so transportation to and from is actually very easy. We'll now go to the location. So this is the Tilisi area, as you can see. This is our site. This is Limuru Road on this side, and this is Wayaki Way. This is now our location. The estate itself is a gated community. Gatehouse is done. The clubhouse will be starting design and construction soon. All the plots have already been subdivided. All the plots are ready titles. Power is also accessible, so is water. The estate has a total of 52 townhouses. This has which has a completed gatehouse and boundary wall, which offers enhanced security and exclusivity. Then we've also earmarked an acre just for the clubhouse, which will serve as a communal space for recreation and social gatherings. We've already sunk a borehole, so there's a sustainable water source on site. There's the convenient access because now we are along the road, and in addition, all the roads inside the estate have been done, and the ready titles, the parcels measure approximately 1/8 of an acre with titles ready for ownership. So this is just the views that are here. You can see that's now Tilisi over the ridge at that side. Looking down here, this is the road now to the main gate, which is here, already well developed. And then as you can see, the roads, Cabro, and for the main spine roads, we've done tarmac. Okay, so now for the units will be 4-bed with DSQ units. They will be spacious, an elegant and spacious design. We have also a luxurious master and suite, which has a walk-in closet. The details are created to at least invoke the nature of the area. So we are going with as much natural material as we can get. So we'll have some wood, which will be the cement fiber board. We'll also have bluestone cladding, which is not far from there. And then now we'll have large eaves with wood. And the houses also have a designated laundry area, a kitchen yard, and connected servants' quarters. And each unit sits on 1/8 of an acre with a generous back garden and ample parking. So now for the house types, we have 3 house types. The first house type, option 1, is 26.21 million. That is for a 245 square meter unit. Option 2 is going for 27.392 million. This is a 256 square meter unit. And then option 3 is going for 28.89, which is a 270 square meter unit. These units offer a unique value proposition in terms of the size and location, with comparable units in Tilisi priced from 34 million. SACCO members who purchase during the early bird period will also receive a 5% discount. And in addition, members who opt in for a milestone-based payment plan will enjoy an exclusive 10% discount applied to each payment made. The payment milestones will be clearly defined in the agreement, ensuring transparency and flexibility throughout the construction process. So Blue Econ, whether you decide to go with financing or not, or even to go with the payment milestones or not, Blue Econ will fully finance the construction as a turnkey project. If any member would want to have financing, upon signing of the agreement, the title will be provided to the SACCO as collateral if the member requires financing. Thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it, and we look forward to working with you. If anybody requires to go and visit the site, please feel free to reach out through the Wanamataifa organization and through the UN SACCO. Thank you so much, and we really appreciate your time. Asante sana.
Thank you, Architect. As even I quickly ran through Wanamataifa slides, I want to request all presenters to look into the questions on the chat. The common ones, please share if you haven't, if your property, what they have titles, what type. If there are any show houses already ready, someone's computer is unmuted. Kindly mute if you're not speaking. If there are show houses, you can drop your locations or pins with David and team so that they are shared together with your presentations. Lunch hour, I had a request where a member later asked if there can be flyers too. You can consider that. The other common questions for remarks is if you have done any past projects, and then if there are any hidden charges over and above 9.55. For everybody else, please, when I finish, come back. Also, the common question is on service charges and clean the area. That is all inclusive. Can someone confirm you can see my slides? It will only take me 3 minutes.
Yeah, Chair, we can see your screen.
So Wanamataifa is also running a project that is trying to run, sorry. We have a project running in Gong area. I have a weird way of presenting, but let's see if this will happen. Okay. We have a project in Gong area that is looking at selling land, but just for everybody's information, those are the projects we've done in the past in Isinya, Kantafu, Starehe. Namanga still remains open because of the 171 plots, 32 remain unsold. And then we have Ngong that is currently of 49 plots, 2 being common utility plots, that are the ones unsold and that are ready for sale. That this project is proposed to provide a gated community that is actually sitting opposite Gong Hills, very beautiful place. Sorry about that typo. There is actually 49 residential quarter-acre plots with 2 dedicated to utility, not 48. Then the main features is, of course, the distance to Gong town is 9 minutes, to the UN 45 minutes. There's of course, the beauty of Gong Hills if you propose to buy this property. And then the slope is slightly gently sloped with electricity nearby and water, and is ideal, of course, for family residential homes. Then we have proposed amenities is, of course, fencing with a perimeter wall in consultation with the investors, and providing a gatehouse with well-compacted internal maram roads. There will be electricity connection. And then the price, those who came early birds, they did get at 4.69. The current price for members is 4.75. And non-SACCO members at 4.85. This price is inclusive of stamp duty, survey conveyancing, and title processing. I've mentioned most of these features, so no need to belabor on. That is it for Wanamataifa. And allow me now to actually ask the presenters to come back with all the questions that you had posted there. I have gone through all of them, and I think I've shared them. If I've missed something, let someone. I'll give another chance for members to just ask directly. Can we start with James, and then Kings, and then CPA James, and then Architect Andrew?
Thank you. Thank you, Director McKenna. Yeah, so quickly going through the questions for remarks. I think the link we'll share the link in the presentation. So we remind that to include that in the presentation. So you should have that. There's a question on service charge. Service charge is 5,000 shillings a month, which is quite reasonable. terms of previous projects, yes, we have, and there is the most current one, Almond Grove, which is about just a kilometer from the current Walnut Grove. And also, even as you visit Walnut, you can also pass by Almond. I think we've done that with the board just to appreciate how the estate will look like. That was 58 units, all fully sold. The show house is indeed ready, and there are several houses that are ready. So again, I welcome you to just go and visit. There was a question about whether there's a DSQ. No, there is no DSQ. It's 4-bedroom units. Again, the DSQ issue was informed by the feasibility study that, again, to make it reasonable and within the price range, that the 4 bedrooms were sufficient. The plinth area is 1,540 square feet, just about almost 150 square meters, and the land size is about 1/10 of an acre. So the titles will be sectional titles. So once the house is complete and handed over, then you'll also get a house together with a sectional title. There are no hidden charges. So the UN SACCO members are getting a very heavily discounted price of 9.55 from the 9.95, a discount for 400,000. There are no hidden charges. Apart from the usual completion charges like your stamp duty, that are statutory charges, and your legal fees, but 9.55 is the final price. Again, valid for until end of 31st of March. Yeah, so I think outside of that, I think we've tried to cover as much as possible, unless maybe a member has a question or two that have not been covered.
Thank you. Kings, David.
Hello, hi members. This is Dennis from Kings Developers.
Sorry, Dennis.
It's okay, Madam Chair. So to answer from our King's perspective, what is different from us is that we actually presented 5 projects. So in terms of plinth area, I can't give for one because we have different units within each project actually, from 1 bedroom, 2, 3, and 4 bedroom, depending on the project location. And so I can't answer directly plinth area for any particular unit. But we've also done, so far, we've done 38 projects within Nairobi, Mombasa, Nakuru, and doing more actually now as we roll out more on the affordable housing space. And then to answer the question on show house, yes, we do have show houses on each project. We have show houses on site. We have site reps. We are open Monday to Sunday, 9 to 4 p.m. on each of the projects, which we can always plan with the coordination from your office. And then in terms of title, yes, we do have title for each unit once it's ready. And even in the affordable housing space, which is a partnership with the government, you know now, the government has actually decided to fast track processing of paperwork for the affordable housing units, which has been quite a thorny discussion in the country. But it's something we would like to engage with anyone who may be interested on that side. We will answer one-on-one on title and the level of paperwork that we have currently. In terms of the question about hidden charges, they're not really hidden charges. The selling price is constant, and the second schedule cost will be the standard ones. That is, of course, stamp duty, which is payable to the government, and the VAT on the legal fees, and there's just common statutories that we will pay on acquisition of a property. So I think from that, it's rather clear that there's nothing specific from us. For us, unless someone will engage us directly, I think I've answered the questions asked by Madam Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis. Then CPA James.
Thank you so much. For Tajero residency, so the issue of show house, right now, actually the show house we had is also sold. So we do not have a show house because the apartments are ready. The service charge is 10,000 per month. That will take care of the security, garbage collection, generator, and the servicing of the lifts, the solar water heaters, and all the 8 things to do with management. We do have a management office, which is under the incorporation. The issue of sectional titles, like I said, ours are freehold titles. Of course, for foreigners, those who are not Kenyan citizens, we convert them into leaseholds. But for all other Kenyans who constitutionally they can own a freehold title, it's just a transfer. the print area I've shared on the presentation. So the two bedrooms are three types. One is 110 square meters, which is 9.5 million, 113 square meters, which is 10 million, and 118 square meters, which is 11 million. All of them, the master is en suite, and they have the common washroom. So each unit will have 2 bathrooms and 2 washrooms. Over and above that, the prices are not inclusive of the closing costs, the stamp duty, the legal fees, the valuation for those who are doing mortgages. So those other costs, what we call the closing costs, are not included in the prices that we have talked about. And so when we give the prices of 11 million, 10 and 9.5, the only thing in the reprieve is the discount. And of course, there are members who probably would come through UN Circle, but they will do a cash price. So those ones we can have a discussion further. But those who are taking a mortgage through UN Circle, the maximum we can be able to give for the discount for now is 200,000. But I also want to insist that it is very easy to, because all the papers are there, it's very easy to do the transaction. I think I've handled the questions that I saw, probably that would be relevant for me. Thank you so much.
Architect Andrew.
Okay, thank you so much for the chance, Madam Chair. So for us, all the titles are freehold. Transfers have been the titles once purchased. I mean, the plot and the unit once purchased will just do a transfer once the agreement has been signed. If you would want to get financing from, say, from the SACCO or from another institution, we will avail the title for that to act as security. We have finished the infrastructure. We are planning to start construction by the end of March. So when you visit the site, you'll see most of the amenities have been done. The roads have been done. The fencing has been done. Landscaping is ongoing. And also now we have also done basically all the amenities. So now the construction is what's supposed to start in March. The units, we have 3 unit types. As we had mentioned earlier, all of them are 4-bedroom units. The first is a 245 square meter unit. The second is a 256 square meter unit. And the third, which is the largest, is a 270 square meter unit. The rooms are very generous. Each of the units also has a family room, which acts more or less like a second lounge. The main lounges are also very spacious. One kitchen, has a laundry, has a DSQ in each of the units. I think that was it. Discounts, as I had mentioned during our presentation, there will be a 5% discount for SACCO members who purchase during the early bird period. Then anybody who agrees or who opts in for a mile-based payment plan will enjoy an exclusive 10% discount applied to each payment made. So the payment milestones, of course, will be clearly defined within the agreement to ensure transparency and flexibility during the construction process. Thank you so much, Madam Chair. I think I have managed to answer the questions. Asante.
Thank you, all our proposed partners. Please, David, can you confirm that everyone can be unmuted? Because I do see some, I think, are muted and they may not be able to speak.
Okay.
I'm just giving this chance for any further follow-up. We have around 10 minutes more. Any clarity required by either of the developers? Yes, Charles, go ahead.
Thanks a lot, and thank you for the time. I mean, given so much, almost 5 presenters, including Wanamataifa, limited amount of time, I think you've done your best. I mean, the follow-up and the value will be in the content of the presentations that will be shared with the members. For anyone who has sectional properties, I mean, sectional titles, it's important to let us know when those leases will be expiring, I think in your explanations. I think the TLC presentation had a lot of detail, and I wish every other one could have as much details. Like section of properties, at what rate are we? I mean, at what stage are we? When are we looking at having the section of properties ready? Obviously, all of them did not include details about valuation and legal fee and related. That's important to be included. Of course, we've mentioned a few that are included. The service charge, please include that. And then, like I mentioned in my text, when we are buying, we don't just buy bedrooms. We buy, yes, bedrooms, but we also buy the BATs and the DSQs. So please let the presentation be as complete as possible so that colleagues can make a decision. Lastly, while this is really a presentation from Wanamataifa, we cannot ignore the very fact that Wanamataifa is fully owned by UN SACCO. And for that reason, it will be good that as we share with members the details, that also a rider comes from the UN SACCO credit team, confirming that finance would be available, and especially for properties can be easily valued that can fit into the asset loan available. Of course, moving forward, if there will be need for us to develop a new product so that we can take advantage of the opportunities available, we look forward to providing ideas to come up with new products that can serve members, both at a SACCO level and Wanamataifa level, so that it create value for members, value for the SACCO, and value for Wanamataifa.
Thank you so much, Charles, for your valuable inputs. Is Esther, you're in. If you want, you can respond, but I had as most of them like value addition in terms of the details of the presentations and the level of information even before we share what needs to, as in way forward from here in SACCO. That's my take. But Esther, do feel free if you want to say something about the loan products that we have.
Thank you, McKenna. What I got from the comments from Charles is actually more value addition. And yes, for any properties that have titles, we can give loans against those titles as security. So members, once you have identified a property, as long as it has title, then you can come, we have a discussion on financing of the same. Thank you.
Asante. Any other follow-up? We are happy? Oh, we're good? Show me thumbs up. At least I can be sure we're at peace. It's okay to end early. From there, next week, thank you. Next week we shall share. I think we give a few 3 days. 3 working days should be enough to clean up the presentations, share them so that by Wednesday, David, you can share with the membership in terms of all the presentations done today, with a short summary of discussions in terms of way forward and what the UN SACCO by and large is available for those that wish to engage further and of course access credit from UN SACCO. Let me allow a minute for UN SACCO directors that were not there at the beginning to just quickly say hello. And then thereafter, I will request James to just say a word of appreciation and lead us in closing prayers. Okay. If all of them were in then and were recognized, it's just to appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, Director Move, for coming today to engage with us, and we keep these channels open. Last week, 2 weeks ago, we had a conversation with investors of Kantafu and Starehe, and we remain open for further clarity, to continue informing and to walk this journey together. I will have Director Move, then Director Christine, And then
Yes.
James, if they are all done, then you can do the acquisition and closure.
Thank you, Chair. Allow me to probably suggest that maybe Esther may want to talk about the plot loan, which could be something that the members can benefit from. Back to you, Chair.
Okay, Director Christine then, and then I can check
Thank
Esther.
you, Chair. Thank you, Chair. I was not there from the start. I joined when you started already. I just want to say thank you to all the members and all the partners who've made the presentations today and to the directors. It's an opportunity. If we use it well, it will help us to grow as members. Thank you, and over to you, Director Dr. Christine Wanjala, Director Wanamataifa and UN SACCO. Thank you very much.
Asante. Esther, would you like to quickly just touch base again on our loan products, the plot loan? It's okay also to provide the same information later when you're doing a follow-up, Esther, if you don't have it on your fingertips right now.
Yes, thank you
Yes.
again. On the plot loan, it more or less, it a lot mirrors on the secured asset. But again, as long as there's the title, we will finance, and it's slightly, the interest rate is 11.9% per annum on reducing balance. The financing is 100% on UN SACCO sponsored properties. That is at 90% of market value. So yes, well, as long as you have title, let's have a discussion.
Asante.
Thank you.
Vice Chair of the UN SACCO Board, James. You're muted.
Thank you, Chair. Am I clear?
Very
Hello?
clear. Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you, Chair. Our guests, members of the board, and SACCO members. Maya Angelou once said that be present in all things and grateful for all things. I want to take this opportunity to thank every one of you for attending this webinar this evening on the housing partnership. Thank you, our guest speakers from Remax, King's Developers, Papaya Limited, and Blue Econ. You have presented the case. It's now upon the members to decide. The Wanamataifa board and management, we would not make it to this meeting if it were not for your good organization. Thank you. UN SACCO members, you are the backbone of Wanamataifa. So if Wanamataifa is to grow, it is up to us. I want to appreciate your concerted support to Wanamataifa over the years. Once again, I want to thank everyone and wish you the very best. Let us pray. Thank you, Lord, for the opportunity to engage. Grant us good health as we look to advance in all spheres of life. In Jesus' name, I do pray and believe. Amen.
Amen. And thank you, everyone. I forgot there's an evaluation little survey there. Do give us feedback. In the day, we were very energized. I think guys are a bit tired, but have a good evening, good afternoon, and good morning from where you're connected. Do give us feedback in terms of organizing this. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you all.